All right, what I do each day to show that I care is I talk to people when they call and have questions, and I listen to their concerns so they know that I care and I'm not just trying to get them off the phone. You know, you like to know if you have something that's frustrating you or overwhelming you. You like to know that someone's actually listening and might be able to have an answer for you. Or sometimes they might tell you something a little about how their day's going, you know, just because they are happy to talk to somebody. So sometimes taking that extra minute to listen to them and all, it kind of, sometimes it does brighten their days. We work with a lot of elderly people, you know, with my insurance, so sometimes they don't have a lot of outside connections. I pretty much work older accounts that, well, they're usually 30 days old or older, and sometimes it's finding out why they denied or just when they're going to pay, or sometimes it's an appeal or an insurance correction. Maybe there was a registration error, the patient didn't have the correct information with them, so it kind of delayed getting billed to the correct insurance. Sometimes it's contacting the patient because we found out their insurance terminated. With our patients, they have Medicare Advantage plans, so they may have switched to a different Medicare Advantage plan, or they might not have Part B anymore. So a lot of things like that can change. And sometimes this is calling in the insurance company to ask for clarification of why something's denied and what we can do to fix it, if we can fix it, or if we gotta accept that. You kind of do look out for the patient, because some of those can get billed and get past us and get denied, and if we're not watching for those denials, they could very well be billed to the patient in error. So we try to avoid that. We don't want them paying for something that they're not obligated to pay for. If we didn't have a billing department, and if there wasn't billing departments years ago, people used to have to turn in their own insurance claims, and forms are pretty complicated for the average person. So we really save them the monotony and the stress of having to file their own claims, and we just make sure that, you know, they're being billed appropriately, make sure that, you know, whatever Medicare says is the patient responsibility, that's what they get billed for and nothing more. What I like best about my job is I'm learning all the time, and I'm communicating with people, whether it's patients or insurance companies, but it gives me quite a challenge to be able to continue to learn things. Medicare always changes, and it keeps it from getting boring.
What I try to do every day to show people that I care is to pay attention to the details and to help them in any way that I can help them, to make sure that I make their job easier and to make them enjoy coming to work every day. If someone comes and asks me for help, I drop everything that I'm doing, if I'm able, because I like to help people. I like to make their job easier, and I like to help people finish whatever project they're working on so they can leave at the end of the day knowing that whatever they were working on is complete and the project was easier because there was people helping and it was a team effort. I think people perceive me as the go-to person because even if I don't have an answer or I'm not sure how to do it, I will get an answer and I'll figure out how to do it and I'll complete whatever it is that they needed done. So I think that that's the reason why people will come to me often, even if it's not part of my job, and I'm always happy to help them. Mission integration and community outreach. The group that I work with, I have nothing but good things to say about my coworkers. They make it easy for me to come to work every day. They are all extremely positive people, and they are helpful, and they all have a great work ethic, and they obviously all have a great sense of humor because they tolerate me and my behavior. I like all of the things that I do for St. James. My favorite thing is event planning and organizing all the different events that we have. But anything that we really do every single day to make things easier for people and to make a difference and to keep people positive is what I like the most about my job. I think it's important when you go throughout your day to add humor into your day, because things are changing quickly. A lot of people don't cope well with change, and I think as long as you have a positive attitude and can add some humor and make people laugh to get through their day, it's beneficial for everybody. I think it's difficult for a lot of people to deal with change, but I've learned over the years that change can be exciting. Change can bring hope, and it's not always a negative thing. It really depends on your attitude and how you accept the things that are changing, and if you make the best of whatever the changes are that are happening. I view the future of St. James more in the fact that I view it as care for the community. And in the future, we're not quite sure what we will be, how we will transform, but I think that there is always going to be a piece of St. James in whatever we are in the future. And I think that there's going to be a lot of the current employees that we have working in different positions possibly than what they're in now, but I think that we're still going to have all the compassion and the camaraderie and the care that they have now. It will just be different.